stalling it off the line. He'll have to go back and practice starts at the traffic lights, maybe back home in Indonesia. Poor lad. But anyways, we're ready to go. The riders are taking off on their warm-up lap, followed by, of course, the safety car. Let's see how we get going. Yesterday, of course, lots of these riders, they've been together for quite a long time throughout the pre-season testing period, and they will know each other from the selection campaign last year. Some good camaraderie we saw on the, well, I thought we saw camaraderie. You disagree, Fran, on the warm-up lap. Some riders shaking hands, and I thought they were high-fiving. Fran thinks it was a bit more intimidating.
I think possibly it was a little more Petrucci, Alicia Spargaro from earlier in the MotoGP weekend, but we'll see. You know, they had great sportsmanship after the flag. You know, the two guys who duelled all the way out to the end, shaking hands, and it was really good, clean fight.
Yeah, really for such youngsters, full of ambition and adrenaline. It was, I must admit, I was a little bit surprised to see just how excellently neat the racing was yesterday. It overtakes you. The only side bit where we put our hands over our mouths yesterday was right at the line where they got super close. But yes, fortunately, all okay. Some very tough but clean racing yesterday, which is what we want to see.
Yeah, definitely, exactly. There's nothing too crazy, nothing kind of purposefully crazy.
No.
Few dive bomb moves, obviously, you know, getting it a little bit wrong, judging it a little bit extreme, but yeah, no, it was all good, and nothing too dramatic, just the right amount of drama to create a great race.
Absolutely, surely got to be one of the greatest racing series on the planet. You're never ever short of excitement in the Asian Talent Cup. There's the championship standings to the right of your screen. Obviously, we've only had one race, so therefore, championship standings are just the same results from yesterday. 25 points to Noguchi, Aji with the 20, Nishimura with 16, and Sender with 13. It's a long road ahead in the championship, so the guys further down the order won't be worrying too much. You can never win the championship in the first round or first race for that matter, but you can definitely go quite a long way to hamper your chances, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, although the pressure amps up towards the end of every season and every series, every race is worth the same. It's also, you know, how you manage that psychologically can play a big part, but, you know, these guys, they know that it could play a role come the end of the year, but they also know it's early days.
Yeah, there is your pole man on the screen, coming round the final corner to line up on the grid. And about now, goodness me, I'm feeling nervous. I cannot imagine how these fellas are feeling. A range of riders from, 13 to 17 here, or a bit older, up to 20. They're only very, very young. That's why it's the beginning of the road to MotoGP. We'll see what happens here today. Warm-up lap completed. Nothing else you can do other than race now. The lap times don't matter. The qualifying results don't matter as much. An incredibly long straight here at Qatar, over a kilometre. You can barely get to the end of it while running. It's lots of time to get in the slipstream, make that work for each rider. We saw yesterday slipstreams played a huge part. The key thing will be to get away and not let any one rider, or any two riders for that matter, as we saw yesterday, get away. To work together to make sure no one runs away with the victory, and we get a photo finish between a whole group of riders. Here we go. The red flag leaves the track. The green flag waves at the rear. Lights are about to come on and then go swiftly out once again. We're racing once again. Look at the propulsion away from Muda. Oh man, Backerel. Oh, wonderful. It didn't quite work out for him, the extra leg power. Maybe he needs to get down the gym a little more. But it's number 7, Mario Aji, who leads the way into the first corner. Are they all going to get safely through? 3 riders abreast there in the first corner. That was Nishimura on the outside there. Of course, recognising with that bright green helmet there as well. Down into turn 2, you must be very careful here. Left side of a left-hand turn catches lots of riders out, not just in this class, but throughout, even into MotoGP as well.
Yeah, definitely. So these two guys again got the best start and ahead at the front. The guys behind them will want to catch them as soon as possible and try and make sure they can't do what they did yesterday.
Absolutely. Van Erd there, great start from him into 3rd. Really pleased to see for a rider who didn't look as though he's actually going to compete today. This is where we nearly had the moment yesterday, a near torpedo move. Seems as though they're safely all through.
Yeah, got a bit wild there yesterday. Today it looks like they're a little bit more calm, under control, you know.
Keep calm, please. Keep calm, everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. But it is Noguchi out front, followed by Aji. Of course, we were commentating on their racing styles yesterday. Very, very neat one from Aji, and a bit more classical style from Noguchi.
Yeah, definitely. It's lovely to watch them, and again, it looks like they're going to already be able to pull out a gap if the other guys aren't careful, but it's such a great duel yesterday. We can't complain if we get a similar one today.
Absolutely not. It doesn't really matter. It's quality over quantity there. That's the surety there. A couple of bike lengths between them and third place already. Let's see if they can actually catch number 19 there, but Bill Van Erd. They got the group behind them as one of them goes on the rumble strip there. That was Fackrell running a little bit wide. Hopefully he keeps the rubber side down. They're not going too wide. Of course, you don't want to exceed track limits. You can do it if it's a complete accident, but if you're doing it too many times and it looks intentional, the race direction will be having a bit of a chat with you. Coming round to complete the first lap then. Time to tuck in and get in the slipstream. Not quite enough of a gap for the front two to get away just yet, but Van Erd needs to keep it fully pinned and fully tucked in all the way to make sure they don't pull out any kind of a lead as we go down into turn one. We saw Noguchi very difficult to overtake on the brakes. Here's Van Erd comes up the inside of both of them nearly. Takes Aji up the inside. Class move from there. Well, Aji did seem to struggle down into turn one yesterday. Eked out between Van Erde out front and then Noguchi. Sender, he's got to close it in, but as we know, in the first part of this track, that's when Noguchi and Van Erde have been particularly strong.
Yeah, you can see a concertina effect in some parts. They're getting a bit closer, a little bit further, a little bit closer, but now, of course, they can't gain on the slipstream really next time around, only on the drag to the line.
Yeah, exactly, and they can't be breaking down into turn one either to make their move, because it's before the... That's why it's turn one. So... Aji in the background there along with 4 Munandar. They are out of the battle for first, it seems, as we're about halfway round the final lap here of the second race of round one of the Asia Talent Cup. Oh, goodness me.
I think barring any drama for these guys now, we know who's going to be on the podium.
Yep.
It's just deciding the order.
Van Erde holds first with Noguchi just behind him, stalking him all the way, tucking in on this long left-hander. Will anyone make a move into the 3 rights we got coming up next?
I think Noguchi's thinking about it. He's certainly close enough.
Hey, I think he wants to be behind it coming onto the start and finish straight, don't you, perhaps?
Very possibly, very possibly. Although Van Erde is the one who's tried that so far and did manage to get ahead by the line.
Exactly. Well, we don't know. He could have been just testing him, see how the slipstream would work, holding back, didn't want to call to give it. Sender's given up on the out for first. He was looking behind there, almost throwing up. That's him out. He's given up.
Yeah, that's a pretty weird place to do that. You want to be looking ahead on the last lap, always.
That's a questionable choice. Here we are, final turn, Fran. Who's going to get it? Noguchi's behind Van Erde. It's going to be another photo finish. Second, you got to tuck in, lads. Noguchi's going out the inside. Please don't go on the AstroTurf again. My poor heart can't take it. They're neck and neck. Who's going to get it? It's Noguchi's going to go across the line. And Noguchi or Van Erde takes it at the line. It was Van Erde who called it wrong. He did it. He's from injury to maybe not even taking part in the race. He's won the second race of round one, and my voice is going. Fran, take it away.
That was incredible. Even closer than yesterday. So it's 0